Hey everyone, Selena Harrell here with Air Reinhardt Bay. Today I wanted to go over a small part of Bay City's master plan. So the master plan is their framework for what they're planning on doing for the next 5 years. So this was a 2016 report. So over the next couple of years you're going to see more and more of this plan implemented. They've already started in some of their plan. So some key components here that I wanted to go over with you. There are 4. So the first one is the housing market stabilization. So that is the key opportunity that they saw in their plan here. And so what they're planning on doing is to retain and attract stable home ownership. They want to get the correct size housing stock, diversify the housing stock, and beautification. Now you might have already seen some of this with the demolition of a lot of dilapidated, dangerous buildings over the past couple of years, and the updating on the sidewalks, and they're also putting more and more money into investing in like the brownfield and getting some more mid-income, mid-family sized houses available in the Bay City market. Because that's really the biggest problem we've been running into is we have a lot of housing from the GM era. So we have a lot of 2-bed, 1-bath, or 3-bed, 1-bath housing. And this all still up here because we had really solid foundation back in the day as far as like construction and building materials. So they're still standing, but they're not really useful in today's market. So they're focusing on that. They're trying to diversify it so we have low, mid, and high income housing available for everybody in the Bay City County. So part 2 is the development of a strong sense of place in Bay City. Now some of you might be wondering, what does place mean? And I thought that same thing, so let's go right into the bullets here. So they want to enhance and protect elements of the quality, place, and design of Bay City. So they basically want to make Bay City the place to be. They want people to have a positive connotation of the area. When they think, oh, where should we go out to eat? The first thing that should pop into mind is Bay City. We have a great market out here. They want to promote community assets. So all of the public assets and features that everyone loves, like the Saginaw River, the parks, the different events that go on. I mean, we have so many events. We just finished Hell's Half Mile, and that has been running strong for 14 years now. So this is the place to be at. And finally, they want positive perceptions of Bay City via communications internally and externally. So what do the citizens say, and what do the people out in Midland or even in different parts of the state like Detroit, what do they think about Bay City? Number 3, economic development and job creation. Now we have some major contributors to the job market, like the sugar beet factory, they have the coal place up north, and then a bunch of smaller service sectors. Now they want to retain and expand their existing businesses via investment and support. We don't want to take away the mom and pop feel of Bay City. That's what gives it its edge. But we do need some more employers coming into the area. Otherwise, this is just a tourist trap. And as great as that is, Bay City is beautiful, but we need to make sure that our residents are securing solid employment. So they're utilizing a strategic communication investment to create attractive investment environment. That's what you're seeing. That's why they're working on the bridges and the infrastructure. They want to develop high quality workforce through training and attracting talent. So the more that we can beautify Bay City and give it that solid place to be at, the more talent is going to come in, the more education people are going to reach for. And that's really what Bay City's master plan is all about, is how do we do that? Now, finally, resiliency. We are a resilient bunch up here, and they want to introduce a variety and redundancy into the systems that are already in place. Now, that basically just means that we can bounce back from anything that gets thrown at us. And they also want to invest in the infrastructure that's already here. Like with transportation, they want to focus on mass transit and non-motorized transportation. Now that could be a whole variety of things. I'm hoping that we can get some bike paths coming through here. You know, that is the non-motorized version, in my opinion, is the more bike paths that we can get in here, the more walkable the area, and the more younger people are going to want to be here, because it is ultimately in the youth that will drive up the taxes and help beautify and make this the place to be. Infrastructure, like I said, they're really focusing on rebuilding the roads and maintaining their storm drains, the sewers, the water. We have some great electricians, and that's one of the benefits of Bay City, is we do have our own water and electric supply here, which, you know, might seem like a pain at first, but if you think about it, they are specialized to this area only, so they don't have to service Midland, Mount Pleasant, going out to the Thumb. Like, no, this is just Bay City. And then of course the housing, the economic development, and land use. They're really expanding on their land use and really helping with the housing and economic development. As we allow more and more things to come into place, it's really opening up the gates to entry. So anyways, this was the master plan, the basic the key components of the master plan. And as the days go on, I'm going to do a series on the master plan. As I read through it, I'm going to give you the update so that you don't have to. Until then, if you guys need any help with your housing, if you have any questions regarding what I was talking about, or just questions in general, feel free to leave them down in the comments or send me a message directly. So again, this is Selena Harrell with Air Reinhardt Bay. Happy house hunting.